The court is in session.
Welcome to WROL Broadcast. I am Hayden. With me today I have Loot and...
Hey guys.
Hello.
And we are discussing today, this is part 1, which there will be a segue, and then a part 2 we'll record tomorrow, but you'll hear that all in one episode, of the new version of the tier list. So Kage may not be able to make it tomorrow, and we're getting horrible feedback.
Is it better?
Yeah, better.
Okay. Yes.
And we are going to... We've had a lot of suggestions to kind of clean up the tier list. Right now, a lot of people think we have too many tiers, and I think I agree. So my proposal was to remove the tiers we currently have, leave a tier, though M4 will talk about how much he doesn't like it, but I was thinking meta, which would be your meta characters and your anti-meta characters. So like essential characters, your S tier, basically. And then we would have a solid tier, which would be your A's and B's, basically. You know, just solid characters.
Not in the meta, but they're just like solid to use. You can't go wrong with them. They can answer the non-meta or meta characters.
Right. So it'd basically be your A characters and your upper half of your B characters. And then you would have the meh tier, which is basically, you know, characters that are your lower B, your C characters. You know, you could take or leave them. They probably could use a rework, but, you know, they could fit in certain particular teams. And then Loot's favorite, the trash tier, which is your D and, you know, your lower D, your F characters.
Best tier ever.
Those are the ones that definitely, like, no arguments. They desperately need a rework. So that was my thoughts on it.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of characters that are, like, truly unviable. As much as I hate DOJ, she's not unusable. You can use her, you know, once or twice.
Well, that's where she fits well into the meh tier.
Although I do think she's still trash.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, trash is like terrible. Like that's reserved for like Joker damage good.
Did somebody say trash?
Did you turn on your food grater?
What is that sound?
Oh my god! It's a garbage truck!
That did not sound like a garbage truck. I will find an appropriate sound drop for it, though.
Damn it!
I was confused what that sound was.
Yeah, I think maybe you were peeing.
I needed one that had the sirens and, you know, like with the reverse truck sound, like...
No, I'm definitely going to get that. You will hear that on... I will get a trash tier. And then I'm going to clip off Miller time doing meh for meh tier.
Yeah, there's not, because Lex makes a lot of characters better. So, like, Firestorm, you know, he's meh, but he's kind of usable, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few. I mean...
I feel like there's going to be a lot of characters in the meh category.
Yeah, meh and solid are going to be heavily, you know, but I think that's better because there's so much, people get so worked up over what's A and B, and really there's not a lot of difference between the upper half of B and the, you know, A tier.
The only difference is with meta, it's going to blur the line between S and A.
Well,
but
that's where
so
M4
like
has an
it's
argument.
definitely going to switch. It's going to change things up. There's no doubt about it.
Well, M4 I think is going to lobby for us to just call it super tier, or, you know, keep it S tier, which I could see a good argument for too. Like the best characters in the game. Like you have to,
maybe
like,
we can do best character of the month.
I don't know about that, but I was thinking like maybe instead of calling them S or super, call them essential. Like they're characters you need on your roster.
No, because, you know, there are some players out there that are, you know, making it. Well, they're struggling, but they're making it without Wonder Girl.
Right, but it's an essential. She's an essential character. Like you don't have to have her, but your life is so much easier with her. Like you don't have to have any character in the game. You can make it work, but if you have Wonder Girl, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
And even that's where even I know you're not a big fan of Brainiac still has a place because in Siege he becomes essential in a lot of matches. You can make it
Right.
work, but it's a lot harder.
Brainiac, Siege almost has its own meta. Like, it's got like a mini meta. So, like, if you start introducing Brainiac and Wally, you just change the entire makeup of Siege.
Yeah.
Because now everybody has to figure out how to counter you.
So M4 has always lobbied Wally West to be meh tier, but
I think he's
now
solid.
you talk about
He's
now
definitely
you talk
solid.
about
So,
Siege.
I think he's meh, except in Siege,
He's essential.
He's solid, or no, meta, or whatever. Essential.
Well,
whatever you want to call
we're
it.
gonna have
He's
to
like,
go through each character.
he's like a utility, like perfect utility tune.
Well, we're gonna have to do a new list, and then I don't even know when. Well, I guess the next tier list will just redo everyone. It's gonna be a super long episode.
God, we got to break up the episode.
Yeah,
in
I don't even know
chunks,
how we're gonna
bite-sized
do it.
chunks. I don't know.
You know what? Maybe we should do. Maybe we should do some homework before we do the actual podcast, so that people,
Yeah, we'll just
so
put it
that
all in there.
it's a
and
little
then
bit
once-
more palatable.
I mean, going back to what you were saying, Hate, because the B and C characters people get worked up over, like Parallax. People were like really heated over like B and C, and I'm like, he's only marginally, less useful than like Shazam.
Well, I'd say he's meh.
Yeah.
And Shazam is
I
meh
would
too.
say solid personally, but
But you like
Shazam?
Shazam.
yeah, I like Shazam a lot.
Shazam, I think he's
solid.
He
lower
doesn't
solid.
do anything.
He's lower solid. No, once Shazam gets going, dude, he's annoying.
He's nearly unkillable once he gets rolling.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yes. God, I hate
What?
running against Shazam teams because
All
you've
right,
got to
I
just
tell you
snipe
what.
them first.
I'm going to take the Shazam challenge. Give me a comp that you
Run
guys
the
think.
exact same stun comp that you've been running that you like that I do, and just replace Donatro with Shazam.
So,
Do it
okay.
with the Brainiac team. The Brainiac team's the best because you need to be a little
B12, Killer Frost,
Catwoman,
Catwoman, and Shazam.
I guarantee you
All
will
right.
not be disappointed.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, because I fight him in red alerts, and I'm like, F this guy, dude. He's got that damage meter up. I can't kill him. He just sits there taking hits.
I have to say, it's completely off topic, but I just was scrolling through my roster while we were chatting, and I was looking at Raven in her white outfit, and that
Amazing.
that costume is just awesome.
Not only that, I used her. So,
It's too bad she's trash.
has anybody used her in her whiteness? Because I did. And guess what? They changed her animations.
What?
They changed, like, all the effects. They're all,
Holy
like,
crap.
white now. Yeah,
I gotta play
it's
this.
awesome. It's all like monochrome, like black and white.
Oh, that's cool. I
That's so
gotta give
cool.
WB some props for that then.
So M4 gave me a great team to use for legendary farming, legendary essence,
Yeah.
and she's on the team.
Huh.
I was
haven't
like,
farmed
how
legendary
did you
essence
figure
in
out
so
how to
long."
make a team with her work? It
That's why
just
he's
works.
sensei. Yeah, that's why he's the sensei.
But try her out. Her
I
new
mean, he barely
color
gets to play the
animations
stage anymore,
is
but whatever.
really good.
We need a tier list of like aesthetics, like
Yeah.
which character
There's a lot
has
of
the
tier lists
coolest-
we want to do.
Yeah. But for now, as far as PvP goes, how many tiers do we have left? Do we have right now? S, A, B, C, D, and F? That's 6 tiers, right?
Yeah, and then we would be going to super
4.
Yeah, we'd be going to 4. I think that's perfect.
6 to 4?
Yeah.
I think 5 might be the sweet spot.
But, I mean, what would be the 5th tier?
Just make it meh, usable. Well, super awesome, right? Super awesome tier. Then you have the pretty good tier. Then the meh tier. Then the usable. And then the trash tier.
I feel like there'd be no point in changing it at that point.
That just sounds like the same thing we have,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
except it's letters instead of
It'd
words.
basically just be removing the
D tier.
D tier. So
Yeah. All right. Well, then, if we want to make it 4 tiers, then
Well,
yeah, that's fine.
We'll have this discussion again tomorrow with the rest of the crew. But
Yeah,
see
but
what
I do like it because A is only marginally better than B, and the Bs are only marginally better than the C. So you just condense it.
I
I
think the
think make it
biggest thing will be the S tier. What do we want? How do we want to function that? Do we want to leave it basically what it is, super tier? Do we want to make it essential? Do we want to make it meta? Like what the most?
I don't like meta.
Okay.
Meta is very subjective, I think, because
Yeah.
there's
Well, that's
different
the
metas.
I think that's
Because-
M4's argument.
Yeah,
If you
and
call it meta, like there could be meta characters that are not S tier characters.
Yeah, I mean, I like Red Robin's a good one. It comes. He's not really part of the meta, but he's a super character.
Yeah, and plus different like PvP modes you gotta account for, like
Yeah.
Wraith, Blitz, whatever. Like in the previous showdown, it's just I think Batgirl is still pretty supreme in that meta.
Yeah.
So Batgirl and Harley, they're like
Yeah, and we
even
saw that.
Owlman's useless versus
Yeah,
God, I hate that
I think the S tier might expand a little bit if we change it to essential, but we'll talk about that in the next one. We'll save a little bit for the rest of everybody. But I think we're all on a similar page now.
So how do we want Trash Tier to function? Just throw all our D and F's characters in there?
I think the lower D, like the ones that are like borderline C, D, could probably stay in meh, but everyone else is trash. Because I don't like Wonder Woman DOJ, she's not trash. I mean, I just faced her earlier today, and I was surprised at how well she did against me.
Yeah, but use her on offense. She's pretty trash.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's meh. I don't personally, but we'll worry about that when we actually do voting.
Yeah. Okay, well then that makes 3 of us. Let's just wait for Sheriff Lobo and M4. See what their thoughts are.
Yeah, we'll continue this episode in the next one, and then we will finalize it in our chat.
But should we take feedback from the audience? Well, this is us taking feedback from the audience.
Yeah, I mean, it's not finalized until we actually do the tier list, so.
Yeah. Ravager's kind of meh. Right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
there's a lot of characters that are meh. We can do like we normally do. Do the sheet, and then if everybody's in agreement, we'll just kind of whip through those. It may be a long episode.
Well, if we break it into 4 episodes, I think it'd be more digestible.
I originally I liked that idea, but I think it'd be very hard. I mean, I guess maybe next month we could just for the sake of this new list, but then we wouldn't be able to release it until the end of the month.
Oh, that's right. God,
Are we?
this is hard.
Did we stop recording already?
No, we're still recording.
Okay, let me know when we're done.
We're almost done.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll wrap it up there. After this break, we will return with M4, Sheriff Lobo, Loot, Hate Mail, and maybe Kage, depending on if his new corporate overlords let him out.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Kitty Little, leader of Shinsengumi Red Alliance in DC Legends. You know what really gets me hot and heavy for raids? A warm cup of coffee out of my Kage After Dark cup wrapped in my WROL Broadcast sweater. Just go to teespring.com/stars/WROL Broadcast or check the show notes to get your awesome DC Legends swag.
All right, welcome back. We are with M4. Kage and Loot might rejoin, but we had to break this up. So, to recap, we were looking at doing 4 categories where we had trash tier, meh tier, which is kind of a consolidation of the lower half of C and D, and then the solid tier, which goes all the way from A to like the lower half of B. And then, meh was like the lower half of B through D, or like the upper half of D. Trash tier is like the lower D, F tier characters. And then solid was A through the upper half of B. And then instead of a meta tier like we'd originally proposed, we would just leave it as a super tier, like current as S tier. Maybe a little more encompassing because we were talking about that tier being basically your meta level characters, like your characters that are required to kind of be on your roster, and then your best counter characters, like the ones that you feel like every roster should have type of grouping. The characters that you need to gear out and keep on your roster for the various situations. So what do you think of that, M4?
Okay. So it's very similar to what I had in mind. So two of the criticisms that we get is like, this should be A tier or S tier or B tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we really need to, one, define well what each tier would, like, define the criteria, right?
Right.
Okay. And then second is like very similar to what you're saying. So those gray areas that we are having problem with the people's buy-in, we should merge them, right? Because even us, we don't agree much on all of the tools, right?
Right.
So okay, so I think we should just merge the lower half of S and A, something like that, and then B and C and D are kind of like, why is it D tier? All right, fine. Let's just clump it together, and just to make Loot happy, we'll just retain the trash tier.
Well, and I think trash tier is like your Joker damage goods, your characters. Like when we were talking about it, like DOJ ended up in D, even though I didn't agree with that.
Right.
But she would still be in a meh tier, which kind of fits her because she's not terrible, but she's not great. So she's kind of meh.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So characters that probably could use a rework, but they're functional, what kind of defines the meh tier. They're usable. They may be good on a particular team, but they really don't hold. They're not very good on other teams. And then trash tier was they need a rework. It's Joker damage good. It's Blue Beetle. I mean, we know who the trash tier is. So trash tier will still remain fairly small.
Okay. Right. So that one's the easy part. Rename F tier to trash tier. Set.
Yep.
We don't need
or
to
lower D. Like your low D trash. Meh would be your C, your lower B characters. And then we were saying solid is a pretty big group.
Right.
But I was thinking instead of merging the lower half of S and A, it would be A in the upper half of B, and then the super tier actually may get a little bigger because it's your characters that you need on your roster. Your counter characters, your best characters, your leaders.
All right. In that case, we should probably have a god tier, like a very select group that.
See, I'm not a fan of that personally because I don't think that even is needed. Like and we don't even have to call it super. We could just call it your I'm trying to remember what we called it in the first one. Oh, your essential tier. So essential characters. And then maybe we could give them a little star if they're like ultra great, but I don't even know if that's needed because that may change over time.
Yeah, that'll just complicate things.
Yeah, I like it because it makes it simple. If essential, your leaders that you have to have, counter characters. Like Red Robin, you don't see a lot of them, but I still feel like he's an essential character.
He is.
There's times where you absolutely need him.
Okay.
You may not have to have him. Like you could find another character, but your life is so much easier with him.
Right. Okay. So let's even without getting into the names, we just need to the top tier. So in order to do that properly, let's see who belongs. Like everyone, like all of us agree. So let's see.
Well, even Kage agreed that Brainiac would be an essential character because of Siege.
Right.
Even though he doesn't think he's an S character, and you and I do.
I mean, whenever I see him, you have to account for him.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the reason I want a top tier, like a small group, because there's very few characters that all of us agree, hands down, they're top tier, no disagreement. Like Black Adam, Wonder Girl, Castaway, those three, and Lex, those four, no one would disagree, right? Mention their names. Yep, S tier. Okay. Everyone below them, there's always some level of hesitation, right? Yeah. So some people like Power Girl. I don't. Sheriff Lobo loves him. So I think those are the next level. Good. Right?
Well, maybe we could do in our essential tier, because I think all of those characters would end up in the essential tier.
Donna Troy. Yes.
We could have a little S symbol on them, kind of like we had the star system, which means they're the best of the best.
I would
Instead
I
of
would just
breaking
rather
them
have
into
like a small trash tier, opposite of trash tier, like the 5 best, like very best. So in my mind, it's Black Adam, Castaway, Lex.
Yeah, but then I feel like
Um,
why even change it because we're only removing one tier at that point.
mm, but then again, you don't have the argument of like, yeah, but
Hello,
he's not.
hello.
Hi,
Hey,
Kage.
Kage. So to give you a
Hello.
quick recap, M4 liked all of our other ideas, but he still wants to add a god tier.
God tier, huh?
So
Hmm.
back
Like-
to our argument of why change the list if we're only removing one tier.
That's pretty much what I was trying to say yesterday. Like we could, but M4 is arguing for a God tier. I'm arguing for like a in between tiers. So I don't know.
Because there's like 5 tunes that we all agree are S tiers. Everyone else, we kind of like one naysayer, right?
I don't know.
But
I mean,
think a
you
lot,
guys
some
argue-
people would even say Black Adam isn't.
Yeah, you know, some people say Black Adam's not God tier because, you know, the tankier teams like Barda and Hal Jordan, Black Adam's not he's gonna struggle with those.
I mean, I can't tell you the last time I've used Black Adam.
Yeah, and then
Like-
Wonder Girl. You know, Wonder Girl, people be like, oh, she's not God tier. I can one-shot her, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I think
You
we
know?
all agree on Wonder Girl, but that's what I was saying. Instead of making like a whole separate tier for him, we could maybe put a little Superman S symbol on him as like
Sure. Okay.
like 2 or
So-
3 of them, because there's only
but the
like 2
wa-
or 3 of them.
But is
Right.
there any true God tier tune in this game? Like, I mean, Lex carries teams, but, you know, he's so squishy.
I would argue Lex and Wonder Girl are the 2, and CAGA. I think those 3 are like. I don't
think
even
Red
think we
Hood-
need to break them out for those 3.
I don't know. I think Red Hood's deadlier than Castaway.
Only as a leader.
Yeah, I would.
No, I don't know. You see him call assist, and then you just bleed to death.
Yeah, but not if you're using Hal Jordan. I mean, he shuts them
Okay,
down
Matt.
completely.
I mean, imagine using Red Hood versus without a purger. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like if I'm facing Red Hood, I don't really
Because I mean,
fear him.
because I don't fear Castaway as long as I have like a Superboy on my team too.
Yeah, but who's using?
All right, so I think we're getting into the why they need to be in S tier, right? All right, so let's forget about the categories for now. Let's pretend we have our same level of tiers. Let's worry about what to call them later. All right. So what's the category or the criteria for the top tier? What makes a tune top tier? Why do we say they're S tier?
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I like the idea of just an essential category. They're characters that you need on your roster, and then you don't have to get into the arguments of S tier. Super.
Oh, okay. All right. So basically the counter tunes, right?
Counter and just characters you need on your roster. Like if you could only have, a small number of characters or you're limited resources, who do you need
Okay.
on your roster?
Who do I need? All right. So the problems that you have is how are you going to counter speed teams, right? Okay. So essential counter is Brainiac. If the enemy team has a Brainiac, almost always you may have to bring your own, right? He's an essential counter too. Hal Jordan. If there's a stunner bleeder, he's a very good counter. Who else would be a good counter to?
I mean, it doesn't have to
Superboy.
just be a counter. It's a tune.
Right,
that-
right.
And then
But
they're
we-
also like essential tune means there's nobody else who does their job better than them. I mean, I wouldn't put Superboy in that category personally, just because I don't think he's that good. But
Really? What's your best answer to Cassandra Cain and Batwoman?
Hal Jordan.
Because you have him RB5. You're biased.
Even before I had him RB5 though, I mean, as soon as Hal Jordan got his rework, I just bring him against that team, and he does everything I needed to do.
Okay, so maybe Superboy is...
And when I
Yeah,
look at it,
much
our
more.
S tier list fits into an essential category almost perfectly, and there might be a handful of characters that kind of would be added.
There's a few that I would disagree, but are very good. So let's say Alan Scott. He's very good, but he's not essential.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. And
Right?
maybe that list does change because of that. So
Right,
Is
so
he-
let's work on the criteria. So let's see. Let me just filter on the S tier too. All right. So Castaway, yep. Donna Troy, yes. Green Lantern, yes. Larfleeze, no. He's not essential, but he's very darn good.
I would say though, if you're gear like 10.5, it would be.
Yeah, but we're saying this is N tier, end level PvP, whatever you want to call it. He's not. He's scary. He's scary though, but you don't need him.
Okay, how about we name it Super or Essential? Because I do want to keep it kind of an S tier list, like the best characters in the game.
Okay.
So it's kind of a blend.
All right. So let's. If we're going to say end game, I vote to remove Deadshot. He's not end game. He's there to help you punch above your weight.
But
when was the last time you
still
used him for
matches
Siege?
in Siege that you will break him out.
Nope,
to take
I
your
don't.
problem.
I've never used them in Siege.
I have a handful of times.
Really?
Handful of times. I mean, to make sure Batwoman kills. Actually, I know you have too, because you've used him to make Batwoman kill Du Bois, Alan Scott.
Oh, maybe the one rare occasion, yes, because Alan Scott is stupid. Okay, fine.
There was a couple times that I can think of last Siege where I had used him to make Black Adam nuke a bunch of greens for me.
Okay.
It happens. It's rare, but it still happens. And
Well,
I would say
that doesn't
especially
make him-
if you're
That doesn't make him essential, though, right? I mean, you bust him out like once in a while. That doesn't make him essential. That means you need him in certain situations, right?
oh well.
Very.
I would say then that's where we need to broaden super and essential. Super or
Okay.
essential. Super or essential. Because he still is he still allows you to punch significantly above your weight.
Are
All
you
right,
talking
so
about Alan Scott?
No, Higher Gun Deadshot.
no.
Ah.
So let's see. I think I like your earlier idea of what they do. They're like Wolverine, the best at what they do. Okay, so let's go with that. Let's try that. So, Donna Troy is the best at protecting your team. First, third. Check.
Pretty much,
Essential.
yeah.
Essential. Check. Okay. Who was Green Arrow? Castaway. Is he the best?
Purge.
Let's you
I
go
don't know.
first. Purge.
See, you're making too much criteria on this though. You're overanalyzing with it.
I might be.
I mean, we're looking for the best characters that at their
M4 is an overthinker.
yeah, we're just looking because the whole goal of making 4 categories is to simplify it. So you're looking for the best characters in the group that are either the best at what they do or they're essential to your roster.
Okay. Then our S tier is
Our S tier is
Okay.
pretty good. Like I think the only thing we might add to it, as opposed to maybe remove 1 or 2, but
No, I think we'd end up expanding our S tiers, like Arcus, into that.
yeah, I think I could agree with that.
I suppose, yeah. I mean,
So I think expanding it might be better than reducing because we're not.
I suppose we expand
Because
S.
this game does have a lot of busted characters that
Yeah.
you could argue for a nerf, but at the end of the day, it's like whatever.
Okay, that will make a lot more people happy. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Because the
the top-
solid list is going to be pretty big between
right.
A and
So
the upper Bs.
the borderline A plus S, right?
Yeah,
We just
I would say.
lump it in. Okay. So let me see who we set as an A plus. A plus. There's actually 3 A plus. Arcus, perfect. Etrigan, sure. And Saint Walker. I don't want to put him on S tier. I just want to make the boy cry.
How about is Emerald Archer going to be an upper echelon A tier or just a
No,
solid?
I'd put him in solid. I mean,
Yeah, and I think that's where we, in the next episode, we just kind of go through this list and we'll pre-scrub the list, and then if we have any we kind of want to talk about or disagree over, we'll
Right.
go into it.
Yeah,
It'll be a little
The
bit
ones at the
longer
border.
episode next time.
right, the ones at the border are
Yeah.
the ones we might need to discuss. Okay. All right, so I think as we just merged S and A plus. Okay, check. And now we're going to look at the B plus.
Yeah, so where do you draw the
A.
line? B
Yeah, the B,
Yeah.
the from the solid to the meh, I think is going to be where our biggest.
Yeah. Okay. So
Issues might be.
right now the B pluses are Killer Frost.
Well, she's solid,
Okay,
definitely in my mind.
Yep.
I mean, it wouldn't even be B plus. I would say there's a lot of Bs that fall into solid, and a lot of Bs that will fall into meh. So it's going to be.
Yep. I'll
gonna
just
be-
start with the B plus. All right. So it's Huntress. Okay. Easy change. And Beast Boy.
Yeah, those are all
Perfect.
solid
Okay.
characters. Yeah.
Yep. Solid teams. Okay. Check. Now let's expand that to B. Let's see who else we have.
Do you guys have a link to the tier list? I can't find it.
I
I always
can't
You know-
see it.
You know what? I'm just going to search for Hate Mail's profile. Feb
All
2020. I found it.
Found it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the B is a very big group. Okay.
Yeah.
So
A lot of
let's see.
average. No. Do we want to chuck Martian Manhunter at the bottom of the B tier and throw him into the meh tier?
I would.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a few of my candidates. Yeah. Okay. MMH, Martian Manhunter, fine. Lobo.
Meh.
He's meh. Okay.
I think Lobo's solid.
I can't even
Fine,
tell you the
thanks.
last time I've seen him on any team anywhere.
Okay. Let's
I
see
mean,
who
he's
else.
just not available.
I don't think
I
that's the
think-
reason.
I think he sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah. Perfect. I wish that were here. It was like meh.
How do we think of Arsenal? Is he meh or is he solid?
He's kind of on the
Ooh.
borderline for me. I think I would probably put him in solid just because he is decent. But yeah,
Yeah, because he does, make me mad when I'm fighting him. I miss.
I like him a
But
lot
you
with
don't want
Hawkman.
to, right? But
So-
yeah, he's great with Saint. But what's his name? Hawkman. Where did you get that? No,
That's from
no.
actually from Big Bang Theory. So,
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't watch Big Bang Theory.
I don't watch it either.
I loved that
Okay.
show at one point in time, and I just remembered. I remembered them saying that for some reason, so I had to search for it and didn't find it.
This man says he has no time, but has all the free time in the world to search for
I do not
soundbite.
have anything. I have no time. But
All right.
it takes 30 seconds on YouTube to find something.
All right. I went through the list, and yeah, just those two, Lobo and what's the other guy that we said?
Also, Kage gave me a very good sound drop on a previous episode when I was listening. He's gonna hate me
What'd I
for it.
say? What'd I
Just
say?
wait.
What'd I say?
That's gonna be great.
He's got to save somewhere. I'm gonna break into his computer.
It'll be on an episode soon.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So I think what we're going to do is just merge mostly the C and D, just so their people are not upset. I guess people would still be upset.
So let's
if
go
all
through the
their
D
tunes
because I
merge.
think I want to see the D for trash tier.
All right. So D's are
Jessica
excellent.
Cruz, trash.
Yes.
I
All
don't
right.
think
So
she's trash. She's meh.
Oh.
She's not trash.
there's one here that I don't agree with. Spectre is D plus. I've
He's
used him.
meh.
He's not the
He's not
yeah, he's
trash
meh,
either.
but he's not trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else is D? Grundy.
Grundy's
Sinestro?
trash. I don't care.
I think Grundy's meh. You use him with the right, like Atrocitus, he'll hurt.
I guess.
He's just meh.
He's better than Jessica Cruz. I mean, Jessica Cruz
Definitely.
is better than him. I mean,
No. How would you say that?
Jessica Cruz it actually does a decent amount of damage at times. Like if I kill somebody and she does her AOE, I do have to fear taking a massive amount of damage. She takes a
Really?
little bit more to kill. Johnny doesn't do
Maybe.
anything.
What I don't like about her is her basic.
Her basic can do okay damage sometimes.
Those
just-
double
It's
basic
just
with
not
intense.
it's not very impressive unless someone dies. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Well, somebody has to die. She's meh when somebody dies.
Okay. Oh,
Otherwise,
here.
she's trash.
All right. Here are the perfect Met tunes. All right. Deathstroke,
Oh,
Grodd, Hippolyta, Garrick.
yeah. Grodd trash tier.
Really?
How would you say Deathstroke's not trashed here?
I would.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say he's
Is-
trash.
Because I'm using him in Siege, and I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah, I'd vote for trash.
Oh,
Unless he gets call assisted and does the turn meter down, that's the only thing you have to worry about.
All
Other
right,
than
so
that, it's kind of whatever.
for Siege, this is what his purpose is. Okay,
Revenge fights?
Yeah,
no.
revenge fights, that's it.
He's a soft taunt for heavy green comps because he's the soul red, and they can't kill him because he has the 4 awareness, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but
All
everybody
right,
uses.
yeah, he's trash,
Yeah, he's trash.
but he's trash. Garrick, Mr. Miracle, Raven.
Yeah, Garrick, I would have fought for at one point. He's trash.
All right, so there's 2 that I don't agree with. Okay, so Kota is meh.
She's meh.
Rid-
She's not trash.
Yeah, Riddler is not meh. Not
Trash.
Dang it. Kage, help me out. Riddler.
What's up?
Riddler, come on. He's not meh. He's not trash.
No, I think he's meh.
He's definitely meh.
Yeah.
He's. I won't fight you on meh, but I
Okay,
put him
fine.
I actually think if they reworked Riddler to have like a purge or like move the true sight on one of his moves,
No, you just
better.
need to swap the 3 and 2.
that's it. Yeah. I agree.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he needs to gain the true sight first, and
Yeah.
then put the taunt on someone else.
Yeah,
There
like
you
why
go.
the hell would you gain true sight after you put taunt on someone? That's
Yeah,
weird.
it's so stupid.
On someone who's already taunting. Anyway. All right, fine. He's meh for now. Okay. And then
But
DOJ.
I do like him. I do like him.
I
I
do.
like
I
him a
want to
lot.
like him. Riddler's one of my favorite characters, like lore-wise, character-wise. But
Just because you can
You say that
cosplay
because
as
of his
him.
shirt. Because of his shirtless look.
yeah, well, I mean, have
You should cosplay as basic Riddler.
I actually cosplay as a Riddler many times.
Yeah, but the legendary look. You need the basic
The
look.
legendary, yeah.
All right, DOJ. Her kid is fine, but
I
she
have a really
she
nice
cannot
green suit.
survive his... DOJ
Every time I
cannot
bring her
survive.
in, I'm like, what the hell is the point? She's gonna die.
The thing is, her kit is somewhat okay, but she cannot survive her kit.
Yeah, she's not bad if you run her with Donna Troy. Because
Which-
then she taunts and gets more awareness.
Maybe.
But I mean, that just makes Donna Troy the essential character, not DOJ.
Yeah, but she's meh, but she's not
quite
trash. I guess she's not trash.
I'm gonna have Luke call in and be like,
Oh, is he?
help me out here. Trash.
So what else do we have here? Is there a D plus? Oh, there is a D plus.
Who?
The heck? Jessica Cruz.
Oh hell no.
Meh.
Trash.
You just want her reworked again. She's not
They
complete.
may rework her despite what I think. I still think she's trash.
She's not trash. She's meh.
Alright, I'm asking Sheriff Lobo. Hey Lobo, help me out here.
All right, let's look at the C tiers. Let's see if there's any one that belongs to
Dr.
D.
Fate.
Oh, I can't believe we said Batman Beyond is meh.
He's definitely meh. Maybe, oh no, Batman Beyond is Batman Beyond solid. I think you said I was thinking of
Yeah,
the other.
he's solid.
Batman.
Yeah, he's solid.
Batman
He
TDK.
should be solid. Yeah, TDK kind of sucks.
Yeah,
All right, so
TK trash.
Cape
Yeah.
He's all
Crusader,
trash.
he might be.
He's
trash.
all trash.
Cheetah is close to a rework.
She's meh, but yeah.
Cyborg sucks. Dr. Fate, okay.
Wait. Cyborg sucks?
He's meh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say trash.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
I wouldn't say
trash, but
trash.
you can make him work.
He's actually not too terrible with Lex.
He can nuke people still.
Yeah, and I fought a team the other day with him and I underestimated it and lost horribly.
Yeah, he one-shot one of my reds, and I was like, excuse me?
If he gets pulled in an assist, you need to watch out.
However, Cyborg, even if he has that hit chance buff, he cannot hit Cassandra.
Nope, no one can. You need can't miss.
Yeah.
Okay, and not even Hal Jordan can help your team hit her. Not enough.
Nope.
He can't purge enough.
He can. It's tough.
No, he can hit her. He can hit her, but your teammates cannot.
When he's RB5 though, he kills her, so it's okay.
Yeah, imagine having an RB5 Hal Jordan.
All
Quite
right,
nice.
so
I'm really
here's
surprised there aren't more of them actually.
Because no
there's
one likes
not a lot of
Hal Jordan. He's boring.
RB5s. There's
He's
not a
just
lot of
boring.
RB5s.
There's a lot of
Even
RB5s.
I don't even have one.
Black Adams.
Yeah, because Black Adam's actually fun to use, unlike Hal Jordan.
There's about 5 or 6 people in the world with with an RB5 Black Adam, how can you say there's a lot?
And actually, I'm starting to see quite a few Lex.
Oh, because it's easy to farm.
Well, so is Hal, but yeah, Lex is. I mean, the amount of RB4, RB5 Lexes out there is getting out of control.
Do we think Cap Cole is meh or trash?
He's not trash.
I would
He
say
just gets
meh.
survived.
He's bored. He's
Yeah.
close, but he's somewhat usable occasionally. So I
Alright.
could put him in meh.
I'd say Cap Cole is about Wonder Woman Coda level of trash. So I mean, whatever. If we think Cap Cole is trash, then Coda is trash. If we think
No,
he's
they're meh. You can use them
Yeah.
if you want. You just need a lot of work. Alright,
yeah, like using
Satana.
them will give you a headache.
Yeah. But unlike, they're not a. I mean, they're bad, but the trash tier characters are just terrible. Like, there's no
Right.
reason to bring them.
Like I would still use Coda over Ross.
Yeah, I would still use Coda over Blue Beetle. So at least I'm
Okay.
getting the strength ups and the call assist.
Okay.
Every once in a while, I'm tempted to use Blue Beetle just for the fast purge.
It's not that fast. I
It's
use them and then I
one-
just instantly get one-shotted by it.
There's a reason for it. He's one speed faster than Wonder Girl, so he can purge. I forgot who I used. Oh, Booster. I used him before because he's faster than Booster, or same speed as Booster. So if you put him to the left, he can purge the awareness, and Booster can go to town. He can
Okay.
hit anyone you want.
So he
But
has
it-
one purpose.
Yes, but he still sucks.
Yeah.
Just use Castaway. My God.
No, but there's the taunt is still there.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Okay, so Nightwing. He's borderline trash.
Yeah, he's meh
He's-
though.
Bad. No, he's trash. Nightwing, I could not imagine trying to use a comp with Nightwing.
That double call assist isn't the worst. I mean, it's bad, but yeah.
But that AoE, it's like special damage.
I'm
on
not
a
passionate
non-special
about
damage
keeping
hit.
him in meh.
He's borderline trash. You can
Yeah.
make him work, but yeah,
I would say just trash. Give him another rework.
See, and yeah, people were saying earlier, well, they don't, they can't get any worse. Well, they can't get any better in some cases too. So
okay. Giganta.
she's meh. She's definitely not
She's-
trash. Definitely
Why
not
do you
Yes.
say,
trash.
why do you
I
say
think
that?
Because she well, one, her 3 can kill a lot of blues, and I don't know. She's not. I can make her work occasionally. She's borderline trash. Maybe
You set her on
we
a-
expand trash, but I don't know.
You can set her on an auto team with Lex, but yeah, she's pretty bad.
I think she's slightly better than trash. Not
Actually-
a whole lot, but
She has 3 moves at buff, so
Ooh, perfect
she could
for Lex.
potentially go in like super overheal with stamina ups.
yeah, she's not the
With
worst
Lex.
with legs. And I know that shouldn't be a criteria, but usually my criteria for F is if Lex can't even make him decent.
Lex can make Aquamoa decent.
I don't know. I tried.
I don't know about that.
Aguamoa is pure trash. Like, he is one of the worst characters in the entire
She's
game.
running with
Why?
like Owlman or something, right?
No,
Have you tried Owlman?
Like, I've never seen, not even 2D Tron can make Aguamoa. He won't even do a
What?
case for him.
I don't think you even watch Tui Tunes because he dies in all his videos.
No, but he at least will advocate for a character being bad, and he won't even advocate for him.
No, what Tootie will do, he'll advocate for a character, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I can't beat this team with this character, so I'm gonna skip."
Let me find someone I can beat.
Yeah.
Let me refresh 10 times and find someone I can beat with this character.
And then he'll be like, "Oh my God, see, they're so godly," and he just beat him like a 10K team.
All right, how about Grundy?
Horrible.
What?
Trash.
Really?
In my
In the
mind.
right teams, he might work.
I think he's meh. I don't think he's trash.
Okay.
I don't fear him.
Yeah, I would take Nightwing over him 100 times.
Okay.
What?
I won't, but
What are you smoking?
all right. Here's maybe a controversial one. Parallax. Is he solid or meh? I say meh.
I would say meh, probably, but
Meh.
Oh,
I have
you're gonna-
wanted to test. A lot of people keep telling me to test teams. I haven't done it yet with Hawkman and Black Mask with him, and with Saint
The
Walker
problem
Lee.
with he doesn't die, but there's no payoff. Right? That's my problem with Parallax.
I would
So
probably
his
lean
stuff.
meh.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote.
I'm gonna play with him some more, but every time I play with him, the first thing I think is meh.
Okay. All right.
Kind of fitting.
Okay.
Live
How
Wire,
about
Mirror Master, how do we feel about them?
Who?
they're kind of meh. Livewire maybe.
Livewire, I would say, trash tier.
Yeah, because we never
I
saw
won't
her
say
ever
I
again.
won't say trash. Her problem is she's supposed to counter the arrows. When she came out, she's like amazing.
She does like no damage now. Like I don't know what happened.
She would still hit hard. The problem is they changed the mechanic on retaliation and invis. Now she
Oh, that's
can't
right.
do
She
her
can't even hit them anymore.
right. She can't do her job. That was her
So
job. When she came
she
out,
needs
she
to
was like scary.
Trash.
Some way to gain, like, true sight if she gets hit.
Or just have it all the time. She doesn't do any damage anyway.
All right, she's meh because she can't do her job. The one thing she's supposed to do, she can't. She's
Oh, were
supposed
you
to stop.
advocating for her to be solid?
No, I was trying to debate in my head what she's supposed to be. Yeah, she's meh because she can't do her job.
I mean,
How do we feel about
she's mad borderline
feel-
trash. If
how about Medfill or Firestorm?
They're meh.
meh.
Terra, trash. Supergirl, trash.
No,
They're
no, no,
actually-
no, no. I won't say they're trash. They're meh. All right. How about Stewart?
Meh.
Meh.
Okay. Firestorm.
Meh.
Okay.
I'm
Dr.
struggling.
Poison.
Meh
Dr.
is
Poison.
good on Lex teams. And that's the only thing he's good on.
Okay.
Dr.
the only-
Poison. I want to like her.
I
She
would
actually
say
hits
meh.
pretty hard. She
Yeah,
actually hits pretty hard.
It's too slow now.
Meh.
I would just use Joker.
Yeah. Joker really makes her look trashy.
Yeah, there's no reason.
All
I
right.
mean, of all the bleed characters now, there's no reason to bring her. I mean, I'd rather bring Cassandra Cain. I'd rather bring Red Hood. I'd rather bring Joker.
Okay. Dr. Poison is trash.
Okay. So from this list, I think only Terry is gonna make it up.
Terry's gonna be solid. Huh?
Yeah, he's the only solid. I think we're all in agreement here. All right, so I think that
Where's Bizarro? He should be F.
No.
he
Trash
should.
tier.
No, you can make him work. If you're facing, let's what's
I still
her
think
name?
Bizarre is trash.
I would say F.
No, you can make her. So there's a
Right.
lot of debuff now, right? Cassandra Cain.
And it's still
So-
you still can't make him work. That's my thing. The debuffs
Cassandra.
still make him trash.
He's the best bleeder against Cassandra Cain, maybe.
I haven't used him against Cassandra Cain, so I'll
I
try
have
that.
not.
If he's still terrible, then we're gonna back the truck
Give
up.
it a shot. Okay. Oh, I think I figured out why Huntress is attacking invisible tunes. Okay. Kind of unrelated, but because remember how Black Adam, when he does his AOE, he calls. It's not an assist. It's an extra attack on his basic. Remember that?
Yeah.
He punches invisible tunes because it's not a call assist. It's an additional attack. I think that's the mechanic that Huntress is following. If it's not a call assist, it's not a retaliation. That's the behavior. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that's currently how things work.
I was actually thinking about that. I think you're right.
So that's
I don't
why.
understand the mechanics that deeply, so
I don't think you understand the game.
I really don't.
Yeah, if you can't beat someone, just another RB. There you go.
Yeah. I'll just read birth again.
Yep.
Oh,
Problem.
man. my
Speaking of which,
God,
I'm at
what-
2.4 thousand on Killer Frost refreshes.
Jesus.
Oh, you're so close, huh?
Actually, I still need like 800 or something.
Oh, there's time. We're like 45 minutes. You can do it.
I've been running them the whole time we've been talking.
Just on auto?
All right. So I don't think it's gonna be that difficult when we do this list. All right. So we have, what's we call the S tier again?
Essential
Essential.
or super.
Okay.
I don't know how we want to word that.
Okay, and then solid, and then meh, and then trash tier. Okay, I think that'll work, and it's mostly self-explanatory, right? We don't need to do like fancy criteria. Okay, it's simple. Keep it simple.
I don't know. I can still see people getting mad over Ravager, because Ravager people talk about a lot.
Meh.
Okay. All right. So here's a few of the solid ones. Borderline solid. So Ravager's one. I still think she's meh.
Meh.
Freddy.
Who's Freddy?
Freddy Krueger?
No, Shazam Jr.
Oh.
Meh.
Freddy.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you not been one-shotted by Freddy?
Ooh.
I have been once or twice, but he's still meh.
Fine. Okay.
You know, when my Larfleeze, crits someone, and then he jumps at you, then I'm like, oh my god, he just killed my Larfleeze. And that's about it.
Yeah, he surprises you sometimes, but you rarely see him.
Yeah, I can't even. He's a character I wanted to like, and he can sometimes do decent damage. I mean, he's got decent damage occasionally, but he's just...
His character's just really all over the place.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay. So, alright, bias aside, Blue Beetle, is he really trash tier?
Absolutely.
Purge.
I don't know. I have been one shot by a Blue Beetle once.
I will back that truck up in a minute.
Because I think he's meh. He's very borderline trash, but I think he's meh.
He's horrible.
But I still can't call him trash because he can one-shot my team.
If
I
you
remember
think
specifically.
Wonder Woman Coda's trash and Blue Beetle isn't, that's just something seriously wrong with that picture.
At least Blue Beetle has a function. Not very good function, but
Coda has a function. She can give me strength ups and call assists. And she doesn't do the worst damage at times.
I still would take Wonder Girl to do strength up and Terminator up. Or Cheetah.
Well, I would say the same thing about Blue Beetle.
You would take Wonder Girl.
Blue Beetle's really bad. His damage is really bad. I will back that up. But a couple times I fought him in Siege. He one-shot my Hal Jordan, and I thought, excuse me?
Well, that's what happens when your characters are geared 10.2.
They're full gear 11, buddy.
Level 70, though. So.
Yeah, I mean, when you're running peasant style, that's what happens.
If you can take, second place in Siege with a half-geared roster, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're a first loser. Why are you so proud of it?
What does that make? Hey, like 30th loser? Come on.
Hey, I won World's Finest once.
I'll probably win it for like a month I care about.
Okay, I want to see you do it. You're kind of like Charles Barkley on this set, the one with the no championships.
Send you a link.
Oh my God! Shut the hell up!
All right, I think we have a good understanding of where we want to take this.
All right. Well, I guess we'll work on the tiers. We'll vote on everybody, and then we will in the new tiers, and then next month we'll release and give our artist a whole lot of new work to do for somebody who doesn't play the game anymore. But I do appreciate him still doing it. So
now I have to do another sheet. Fine, it's okay. All righty.
All right.
All right.
Go team.
Go team.
1, 2, 3. Go.
And make sure you wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
I will do that.
Where's that sound drop? Daddy, wash your hands.
Yeah, that's gonna be in here.
My hands are clean.
All right, guys.
All right.
Later.
See you later.
Later.
Hey everyone, it's Tootytron. Thank you for listening to WROL Broadcasts. If you like the show, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/WROL Broadcasts. You guys think if I go out of my way next Siege to lose to Hate a bunch, that he might send me those dirty socks of his? I hope so.